crowd is still stunned by that one.
Meeks, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
To the inside, and stolen by Drummond. And now the fast break. Meeks with the ball. Morris, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Kersey kicks to Garnett. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Reggie Jackson comes in for Brandon Jennings. Jackson with it, guarded now by Durant. Johnson from outside. Here's Drummond. Gortat with the block. Kersey passes to Wall. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Passes it to Kersey. He feeds it to Garnett. And yes, sir, that one drops. Garnett's got 6 in the quarter.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. To the middle, to the inside. Here's Ilyasova. Gortat with the block. Durant kicks to Gortat. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And, well, Detroit shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Ilyasova is screen on Wall. The drive by Jackson. And Ilyasova kicks to Meeks. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. Moving it up. To the wing on the left. Jackson against Kersey. So it's Detroit now. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. It's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. And that'll be his third foul so far. Ilyasova with the ball. Now Garnett defending. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And, well, Detroit shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And Meeks kicks to Johnson. Johnson the screen. The feed now to Meeks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here we go again. Wizards in transition. Up the court they go.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Wall. And stolen by Ilyasova. It's stolen by Garnett. Kersey, good. Kersey's got 52 points.
and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Kersey's checked in for Jody Meeks. Here is Kersey. Non-stop scoring machine here. Fires from 18. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And, well, Detroit shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Jackson dishes to Ilyasova. Pass to Kersey. He kicks it to Drummond. Here is Kersey. Hits the close-range jumper. Kersey's got 22.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Kersey, good.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Pass to Kersey. Drummond with a screen on Kersey. Elbow shot is on the way. Kersey misses. Kersey passes to Garnett. Finished off the break. Garnett's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I'll tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
It's stolen by Garnett. There's the pass to Kersey. And there's the foul. It's on cue. The Wizards have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Johnson. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
A step-back shot here, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Jackson misses. And it's Washington's ball to the paint. Here's Kersey. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And, well, Detroit shooting around 41% on the night. Drummond with a screen on Kersey. The drive by Jackson. He dishes it to Baines. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Baines has got 6.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Kersey against Kersey. Kersey, good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Goes up, hammers it home and polish off the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And Durant sends it back. Inside.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement.
It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?